May 15th. No better day than today to meet. Grab a coffee and let's get smarter together. Chavin de Huantar, the temple site in Peru that I've talked about yesterday with its monumental art and architecture that influenced the whole region. It had to be the capital of a state or empire, right? That's what the first Europeans who studied the site and the three distinct civilizations to which the Chavin horizon gave way later on, in the late 19th and early 20th century, claimed. It didn't matter what the natives told them about the purpose of the buildings. Just as Egypt's ancient history has been divided into three phases, the Old, Middle and New Kingdoms, in which single rulers can be named in a succession. They are all separated by so-called intermediate periods, a word choice that clearly expresses that these times were not the standard, that something essential was missing in them, something like a single ruler, or simply a male ruler taking care of a lazy, unreliable masses. Again, this division was not an ancient thing, nor an Egyptian thing. The tripartite division was proposed by modern Egyptologists in the late 19th century. The terms they introduced were explicitly modeled on European nation-states and used as arguments in political debates of their time. Same thing in Uruk. The first 7 centuries of standardization before the Uber explorers took over, and we begin to see a resemblance of a power structure that Europe practices today, even today, a period of collective self-rule, has been called pre-dynastic and is still seen as a mere prelude to the real history of Mesopotamia with conquerors, dynasties, lawgivers and kings. What's true in time is equally true in space. Our conventional vision of world history is a checkerboard of cities, empires and kingdoms. But in fact, for most of the time, these were exceptional islands of political hierarchy, surrounded by much larger territories of other forms of self-organization, which systematically avoided fixed, overarching systems of authority. Other forms of living together in which lives were lived in a way that was more conducive and beneficial to maintaining the natural explore-exploit balance. Other forms of living together which were systematically destroyed to perpetuate the Uber-explorer identity. That we today have such a problem to even imagine other forms of organization when what we have as anything remotely as sophisticated, effective and realistic is not proof that that's a fact. Some kind of natural law perhaps even. It's just proof of how effective Uber explorers, not just Europeans, have been in making us believe that exploitation of the known is the way to go to perpetual progress and prosperity. Even when nature tells us otherwise, and evolution has made us for exploration from the moment on when the first humanoid generated their first model of the world and self. Be bold. Explore, also known as think. Make a habit out of thinking. Let's turn thinking into a movement. Like, comment, share, and follow, lest you miss a single opportunity to improve yourself and society. And when you do, I'll see you next time at the coffee pot.